Yeah?
Yeah. No, put these in.
Kissing 11, or whatever it's called.
Yeah.
From, you know when...
Is that from Media Theory?
Yeah. You kiss 11, or do we just fucking blast over it with our little sound waves?
I know what you mean, because it goes from green to red, doesn't it?
Yeah.
I'm trying to kiss 11 now, but it's fucking hard.
No, 11.
Oh, 11.
Not the fucking 11.
Oh, well above 11. I was hitting 12 then.
Yeah.
This isn't an introduction. It's just
why are you dressed like a Nando's trainee?
I wore this last 2 episodes.
Did you?
Yeah.
I didn't even notice.
It looks like I ain't washed, doesn't it?
Yeah.
I'm back to my primary podcasting shorts. My Dortmund from 2014, and I've stolen Brit's Nando's trainee top because she doesn't need it anymore.
She graduated from Nando's school.
Yeah, she doesn't work there anymore.
Peri peri chicken pun, school puns there, like
graduate degree.
I don't know. There's got to be some peri peri school puns there, but
no. I was going to say Peri PhD, but I don't fucking work.
Nando's were always playing out the puns.
Can't think of any.
No.
Since that's gone down like a lead.
That's a good
start.
start.
Introduce.
1-0, Wilbury.
Football. News. Bollocks.
Come on!
Yeah, here we go again. Football Film Bollocks number 16.
Is it 16?
I think so.
Right key.
Yeah, it is. With Jake Doyle and me, AJ Rose. We're recording this one in advance of teams being relegated, but we are going to speculate who's going down and who will suffer most from going down, and then those who will bounce back. Jake is pitching a Theory of Everything meets Magnolia pitch. Is that still right?
Yeah, that's still right this week.
I'll be doubling up on relegation zone features, be talking about 3 fights that need to happen, and once again my knowledge will be tested in Challenge AJ.
Yeah.
We've done 4 months of this shit now.
We
Football
have.
Film Bollocks, yeah.
Well over 4. what's your conspiracy?
Oh yeah, I've got a conspiracy about a famous singer who may or may not be alive.
Fuck's sake. Is it Elvis?
Wait and see, let's not give it away.
Twitter handle, FFB podcast.
Of course.
And all your favourite podcasting apps.
Got some good videos going out.
Wrestling nickname.
Yeah, as always, start with the wrestler nickname.
And what was my wrestling nickname?
It was the best damn technical murderer in homage to Chris Benoit, so a bit controversial there, but here we go. The entrance music, something like a police chase with gunshots and like walkie-talkies speaking in the background.
Have you heard the Chris Benoit Returns theme song?
No. You would come to the ring in a prison outfit, like a death row prisoner, and then your finisher would be an inverted neck breaker and a sleeper rear naked choke. So basically in both of them you would make out someone could die.
Like this?
That's exactly it, yeah.
It's called Chris Benoit Returns 2013 Convicted Titantron. Funnily enough, it's one of my liked videos on YouTube. Though.
Wow.
It says a lot, doesn't it?
With what else? I dread to think.
I can't remember. So I like that, yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah.
It'll do.
My wrestling nickname this week is the best Brexit there ever was, the best Brexit there is, and the best Brexit there ever will be, based on Bret Hart.
What happened to not doing politics? Because we seem to talk about Brexit every week.
That ain't politics.
We seem to talk about Brexit more than the news talks about Brexit.
Is Brexit politics anymore?
What even is? What has Brexit become? Just a myth, just a conspiracy.
Did you see that article on the Daily Mail complaining that British nationals would have to pay for visas into the EU?
Yeah.
Well, that's what you fucking voted for.
Yeah, exactly, yeah. We did try warn people, didn't we? But
it was my rule not to do politics, but you know,
yeah, they wouldn't bring it up. You've got Brexit features throughout.
I've got Brexit fever.
this is relevant at time of recording because, yeah, let's start with this one. Anthony Joshua's pussy, basically, right? So, not much more needs to be said.
He might not be now.
Let's explain the feature. So this is 3 fights what need to happen in the next couple of years. So the fights that people want to see and the fights that make sense regarding who's a champion, etc. So Anthony Joshua, British hero, won't deny it, has been good for UK boxing, got a lot of UK people watching boxing again, and then from that a lot of people are just generally becoming interested again in boxing as a whole. But he needs to fight Deontay Wilder, otherwise his legacy will have a big black mark on it.
And you might argue the Gypsy King.
Well, yeah, we'll see what Tyson Fury does, but
I think it can only be truly legitimate when he fights those two and beats them.
Yeah, so the first fight, obviously in this feature, Anthony Joshua versus Deontay Wilder.
Well, there's been a lot of news on it this week, hasn't there? Well, this is a time capsule, this episode.
At time of recording is the day after Deontay Wilder made his little video saying, "We'll give you 50 million if you fight me." Whether
and he's emailed everyone,
He's emailed a lot of people, a lot of CC going on there from Deontay.
Do you reckon there's some BCC going on there?
Maybe.
To his mum.
But yeah, like I say, Anthony Joshua is bringing boxing back to the mainstream, which is good. But he's literally fought everyone he can now for me. That isn't Wilder. So until Tyson Fury's back at his best, if he does get back to his best, that's one person. The other people, he's better than everyone else now. There's only Wilder left.
Did they announce his opponent for June? Tyson Fury.
Not announced Tyson Fury's yet. There was a rumour it was a random Ukrainian, possibly some
member of the audience on the night.
Some European who pretty much everyone said is a bum, but we'll see. That's not confirmed yet.
That phrase.
So yeah, Anthony Joshua offered 50 million for the fight. Deontay Wilder, whether he's got that or not up front, maybe it's afterwards. But he's trying to make it happen, isn't he?
Where should it take place?
I don't think it matters. I think over here you've got your choice. I think in Vegas, if it's on at the right time and promoted correctly, then you can fill any casino in Vegas as well. So
you said Anthony Joshua ain't gonna fight in America because he's a little pussy bitch.
When did I say that?
He said it was before he beat Parker.
But to be fair, after he beat Parker, he does keep saying I want to stay in the UK, which is fine. Because that's the money makes sense. I'm not some idiot who don't realise that money is a big ruler in sport, in boxing as well, especially.
I think he's outgrown Britain. He needs to go to America and start.
Yeah, but a Wembley's bigger than an MGM Grand, isn't it? I guess.
T-Mobile Arena.
Seats,
it's bigger
maybe. You've got your T-Mobile arenas,
Yeah, but what's the biggest fight that's happened in Wembley? The new Wembley? Is it Froch Groves 2?
Yeah, or Joshua Klitschko.
Oh yeah, that were. I keep thinking that were at Millennium Stadium, but
No, that was the last one. But yeah, I think he should go to America. Personally, the best boxers did it, and again, I think for a proper legacy, you've got to do that as well. Ricky Hatton did it. Amir Khan.
Lennox Lewis.
Several fights in Vegas.
If you count him as British.
Yeah. Lewis as well.
Canadian British.
Joe Calzaghe.
Yeah.
All of
Ricky Hatton.
Yeah, exactly. He had
Do you think
a huge
Eddie Hearn and Anthony Joshua are stalling a little bit?
I think Hearn is protecting Joshua. I think he knows it's an awkward fight. And I have a bit of a conspiracy that because
this later on in the show,
Dillian White is ranked highly by the WBC and Wilder is a WBC champion. They want White to get the fight against Wilder, beat him, which is
they want White to beat Wilder.
But then they know that Joshua can beat White more easily when Joshua can beat Wilder. Because I think Joshua could still beat Wilder, don't get me wrong.
But then you're saying
it's a tricky fight where he might lose.
Dillian White beats Deontay Wilder, then that'll be Anthony Joshua saying, "Oh, well, I don't have to fight Wilder anymore because he's lost."
Yeah, exactly. That's what we'd like. But they can beat White and they can hype that.
Why don't they just ride him up?
That's a rematch.
ride him up and throw him in the ring there and
What's that?
ride Dillian White up and just let
Yeah,
him
well,
beat
you never know.
Wilder.
I think Dillian White
Not that I'm advocate.
could maybe beat Wilder, but we'll see. It's interesting with them both being UNDERTAKER, both White and Joshua. They'll probably have a rematch down the years because who else is going to fight if he ain't going to fight Wilder? So
David Hare.
it's up to him. I think Joshua he's got to one plateau now, and if he retired on it, fine. But if he wants to go to the next level,
What's he? 22 and 0 now.
Yeah, it must be something like that.
22 and 0. He didn't win. Did he win on points against Parker?
Yeah.
Yeah. It's his first points win.
Yeah. The refereeing that really, you can't say either of them performed poorly because they didn't really allow them to get too close to each other. So
what's your second fight?
My stance just on Joshua, just do it. That's all I'm going to say. We'll move on.
Is he sponsored by Nike?
I don't know. Second, these aren't in any order really. We're just 3 fights that need to happen. I think this one's definitely going to happen this year. Amir Khan versus Kell Brook.
Yeah.
Amir Khan made his comeback a few weeks ago. Gets a lot of undeserved stick for me when you look at his CV and the guys he's beaten: Kotelnik, Barrera, Jabjuda, Marcos Medina, Devin Alexander, Luis Collazo.
Well,
he has lost a few, but
Peterson. Is it Peterson?
Peterson was bullshit really.
It
Peterson
was,
got
but I
pissed
think
hot afterwards.
Amir Khan lost respect to a few people because he started bitching for years about that. I mean, probably rightly so, but still.
Yeah, well, he got found out that Peterson was juicing. And then I'd say the only true losses he's had, obviously Bradis Prescott, when he Skyped, that was probably another time where people went off him, when he made that jump from ITV to Skybox Office and got sparked out in about 30 seconds and cost a lot of people 20 quid.
Well, you could say, like, we're on TV, wasn't it?
Yeah.
What he won on pay-per-view when he beat LaGreca all those weeks ago.
Yeah. But he ran through LaGreca, who, you know, he's not a world beater, but he's kind of a gatekeeper who, if you want to get up to that level, you've got to fight and beat those sort of people convincingly. Getting back to his losses, obviously Canelo sparked him out, and Danny Garcia sparked him out.
Canelo's been juicing.
So, yeah, Canelo's been caught eating. They always blame it on the meat now, don't they?
Is it?
That's what they do, yeah.
What, the way it's cooked?
If it hasn't been castrated, so much testosterone has come, and then it looks like you give yourself testosterone supplements.
Don't believe that for a second.
Well, apparently we eat a lot of weird meat in Mexico. That's what it's put it down to.
He's the least Mexican man ever in history.
Irish, doesn't he? So yes, Danny Garcia as well, who sparked him out, and that's another person who Khan could fight this year. But I think Khan versus Brook now are both with Eddie Hearn. And Khan beats Brook every time for me.
Do you reckon?
Yeah. Brook's never beat anyone good.
He came off a bit of like a loser after the Amir Khan fight, Kell Brook.
Yeah.
You were whinging like a little bitch.
Well, he came out of that cheesy line.
Well, it doesn't help the accent that he has.
Yeah, exactly.
Because it makes it sound so much worse from Sheffield.
Yeah, it's weird how much he looks and sounds like Prince Naseem. It's proper weird.
Well, not now. Because he's like the big shot now in your pocket. The Bradford Big Shot.
Did you see him on what fight did he do? Oh, Groves versus Eubank.
Yeah.
It was absolutely hilarious. He needs to be on.
Were you a pundit or were you commentating?
Yeah, pundit.
I've seen the compilation.
There's some good compilations out there. So yeah, Khan versus Brook. I'm going to give that an 8 out of 10 with it happening.
What do you think the first one is? It could be an automatic 10 out of 10 by the time this goes out. In 3 weeks.
Joshua Wilder, it'll be a 10 out of 10 or a no out of 10. I don't think if it don't happen this year, or a deal don't get agreed this year, I don't think it'll ever happen. Because when else is it going to happen?
Yeah, I suppose. Do you think Amir Khan needs another fight before Kell Brook?
No.
Do you reckon he could do him if they fought tomorrow?
How it was a couple of weeks back.
Yeah.
He'll steamroll him.
Probably would, yeah.
Just needs to stay clever because Brook's got enough power to hurt Khan. Yeah. But hopefully we'll get near him. Anyway,
fight number 3.
Last one, Billy Joe Saunders versus Triple G.
GGG.
Billy Joe Saunders, one of the best middleweights in the world, not getting a lot of love from the UK crowd.
No.
But he is a bit of a controversial character.
26 and 0, 25, 26 and 0.
Yeah, he said some things like Tyson Fury has about what could be taken as homophobic, saying puffs and words like that, and faggots and not
Yeah,
nice
you can't
words.
go around fucking saying that.
Yeah, so he's not got a lot of fans, but he's really talented, and yeah, he's in line to he should be
Chris
getting a
Eubank
match up
Jr.
against Triple G.
Do you reckon?
Well, this is the thing, when the fight with Triple G and Canelo got cancelled, you thought, yeah,
It's
Billy
on.
Joe can step in, but
Oh, he's got
now he's
Martin
fighting
Murray.
some, yeah,
I haven't heard of him.
yeah, they're both fighting people who they're easily going to beat now.
He's a bit like Anthony Joshua's only had one fight outside Britain.
Yeah,
So,
but he did well in that, to be fair.
yeah, well,
I thought you thought after that, yeah, he's going to get a big fight, but
Yeah,
maybe not quite.
He's
yet.
gone to points quite a lot, I think. Has he gone to points more than his
Yeah, he's not
knockout?
got like loads of power, but
Yeah.
he's more clever than that.
Stamina. I reckon the Alvarez rematch has to happen first before.
Yeah,
Yeah,
see
definitely.
how long he gets banned for.
Well, he's back. He's fighting on Mexican Independence Day, which is September the 15th.
Right.
Apparently, that's
we
what
go.
his their lawyer said.
Oh yeah.
But 6
Oscar.
months. I
Yeah,
think is-
so
I reckon
that's my little boxing feature.
Triple G will bang him out.
Do you reckon?
Look,
hard, isn't
I was looking at his record earlier. 33 out of his 37 wins have come by knockout.
Yeah,
It's just-
but the draw was bullshit on it.
Oh yeah, well yeah, that's you can't really count that. I don't think. But the rematch has to happen because of that.
Yeah.
Yeah, so he should have won though. Was it the other way around? I didn't watch it. I was off my head.
To be fair, we both can't pick a winner, so maybe it wasn't a bad decision. But
He was getting relegated from the Premier League.
I thought this was your feature.
I was
Who do I think's getting relegated?
Yeah.
Put me on a spot there, Swansea.
well West. Yeah, I more I think about this.
Because I think the Swansea will get relegated and bounce straight back because they've built a good footballing culture there now.
Yeah. Carviel
Yeah.
probably will be at I don't know. He seems more adept at Premier League management than Championship.
Well, yeah, he
management.
struggled.
second
Sheffield
season
Wednesday,
with.
didn't he? So.
Yeah. But the only thing in Swansea's favour is they've now got Southampton and Stoke both at home, who are both below them
Right.
as it stands. Back in April.
So do you reckon that? I think those three, to be fair.
West
They're in
Brom.
West Brom.
West
Yeah.
Brom are down, aren't they? They were on the pitch crying.
So
Well,
West
they
Brom-
actually probably will be down by the time this goes out.
Yeah, exactly. This is what I mean. West
Well,
Brom are down.
Yeah, West Brom are down, and they've got Crystal
Swansea
Palace
are
away.
down. I'm saying it. I think
You
Swansea are
reckon?
down. Yeah.
Stoke have got Crystal Palace. They've just played Crystal Palace at home, and they won. Drew, lost.
Edit out as you need to.
Mm.
Yeah. Well, I don't. See, I could see Swansea being the team who does the last day survival thing, if
Yeah.
that's even possible. But
Well, yeah.
they remind me of Fulham a few years ago, who kept doing it on the last day.
And West
Or the
Ham.
last- Second to last.
West
day.
Ham in 2007, they won 7 of the last 9
Yeah.
games, and they were bottom for ages, and then just went.
Yeah.
Finished
Who
15th.
knows? Could be some crazy days because a lot of teams don't have a lot to play for now.
No,
You've got those 4 teams, and then the rest are pretty much the
Champions
West Ham
League,
with a couple
so-
more points should be alright. So
Huddersfield have got a bad run, but
yeah, they'll scrap enough points.
should there be a relegation playoff? Just so there's at least something to play for in the Premier League.
So what between the
So if you have 19th,
17th and 18th?
19th and 20th go down.
Right.
Yeah, and 17th and 18th playoff.
I'd say this season it'd make sense because it's so close, but it'd be harsh sometimes, wouldn't
Yeah.
it?
And I read somewhere that if you're going to do a relegation playoff, why would you give the team a reward? Because they'd have to play at a neutral ground, so
Right.
Wembley, maybe, or like one in the middle, like they used to do with FA Cup semi-finals. So why give the team who finished 17th or 18th a reward
Yeah.
for?
Well,
Yeah.
that's it.
But yeah, that's
it's a
drama.
bit glorifying, innit? Does it happen in any other leagues?
And they only do it for, so in France, well in Scotland, they have the top team that would have got relegated in England,
Yeah.
and they play off against a playoff winner from the division below. So if they did it that way, then
Yeah, they do. Yeah.
they wouldn't have playoffs, and then they'd have 18th versus 3rd
Yeah.
from the Championship. But it would be unfair to say so this season, for example, Southampton have 32 points, and Swansea. So let's say Swansea had 43, and they're like loads of points difference, and then Swansea end up losing.
Yeah.
It would be unfair to. I don't think it'll ever happen in the Premier League, but it's just.
But you see, is that what we're doing in Rugby League, the £1 million game? Is that the top of the Championship and the bottom in the Super League? Yeah,
second bottom.
And that's kind of glorified as well. Because it's this £1 million game.
Yeah, well, it'd become that because you've got the playoff final, which seems to rise by hundreds of millions.
Yeah,
in the Championship. It's like Derby versus Millwall, the £500 million game.
Is that what you think it's going to be?
Nah, it'll be Aston Villa
against Cardiff.
Against Cardiff, I think.
Yeah. 2 second.
Fulham.
Yeah.
Fulham.
Shahid Khan's. Fulham Army.
Yeah.
They'll time that well, won't they? They'll go up and then straight into Wembley.
Yeah.
Fuck off Spurs, find somewhere else, not Craven Cottage.
Well, if you think about
it... Were they developing Craven Cottage, or?
They can't really develop it because it's on the
seafront. But they're putting like some flats
on
the side of it or something, I'm sure.
Probably, but I don't think they can expand the stadium because it's on the Thames, so they can't fucking do anything.
It might just fall in, if they try.
It's like if you live in Scarborough and then one day your house just falls into it. Anyway, Sunderland became the 22nd club, Premier League club to be relegated to the 3rd tier after playing in the Premier League. Right, I'll give you 1 minute to give me the other 21 teams. Let me just set a time.
I think I can think about 2.
Yeah?
No, I could probably.
22 Premier League teams that have played in the Premier League and since been relegated to the 3rd tier.
So League 1.
Yeah, League 1. Go.
Coventry.
Yeah.
Portsmouth.
Yeah.
Blackpool.
Yeah.
Wigan.
Yeah.
Blackburn.
Yeah.
Sunderland.
Yeah.
Oldham.
Yep.
Wolves.
Yep. We're in one of the places.
Oh yeah, Bradford,
Yep.
Leeds.
Yeah.
Huddersfield. No, they weren't in the Prem. So how many is that?
10. You got 12 left. You got half the time. Quite a few from Yorkshire.
Hull.
No.
I'm drawing a blank now. Blackpool.
You said Blackpool. 15. 14.
Sheffield United.
Sheffield United.
Sheffield Wednesday.
Sheffield Wednesday is 12. 3, 2, 1.
Alan there. I did better than I thought, to be fair.
Whoa. Fucking jeez. Alright, calm down. Right, so the teams you didn't get: Barnsley.
Yeah, of course.
Bolton.
No, of course.
Charlton. Leicester.
Yeah.
Man City. Norwich. Nottingham Forest. Swindon. QPR. Southampton.
Well.
Yeah.
There you go, I think Sunderland will keep going down, to be fair.
So that means... So that's 22 out of 43 teams that have been relegated from the Premier League have gone down. That's over half. So name me the other 21 in a minute. No, I'm just kidding. Yeah, it's amazing how many teams just vanish. Like Blackpool have bounced back.
Yeah.
So they've bounced back.
Have we?
Well, they're in League One. They would look like they were going to go into fucking non-league, didn't they?
Same with Portsmouth as well. They'll be up there in League One next year.
No team has gone into non-league after playing in the Premier League.
Interesting.
Well, you can't count Wimbledon, can you, really?
No. Yeah, do you think Sunderland will keep going down?
Like a brick. Nah, I think Chris Coleman, if he stays...
Yeah, but it's more about the players. If we keep... They've got some good players.
Jack Rodwell. A lot of people misconstrued it on Twitter when Chris Coleman said he didn't know where Jack Rodwell is. But he meant mentally, not physically. But yeah, it's a mess, isn't it?
It's mental. I don't even...
If he gets summer under his belt with Chris Coleman, I think he'll be able to turn it around and bounce back.
Yeah, I might go to that away game next year. It should be good.
Bradford Sunderland, yeah.
Accrington Stanley versus Sunderland as well. That's going to be like a momentous.
You go to Luton's ground because one of the turnstiles is through a house.
Right.
Because they're in League One next season, aren't they? So.
Cool.
Yeah. What do you think to Harry Kane being bullied on by the media? Bollocks.
Yeah.
I think it's bollocks.
Well, I think
the FA tweeted it.
You probably brought this up on Twitter, but the shit that like Pogba gets, if he has a bad game, Sterling especially, that's a good example because he's English.
Oh, it's fucking the amount of abuse he gets. the Daily Mail ran an article saying, he's gone out for a bit of breakfast and he's wearing a £12 Primark hoodie.
Yeah. We should be like
So
praising
fucking
people for that, because he
what?
gets shit when he puts his blingy tap on.
Yeah.
And then he gets the £12 hoodie.
Admittedly, the timing of that wasn't too great because it was like 2 days after England got knocked out twice. But it's still not right to splash that over the front page. It's the Sun
it's
and the
ridiculous.
Daily Mail mainly, isn't it? But
Yeah.
I just think he's been lapped up as this golden boy on it. So. Yeah, but then again, if he can't take light jokes on social media,
I think he probably can though.
Yeah, I think it's because Mohamed Salah, after the Kane got given the goal, and then all Liverpool teammates just started taking the piss, and then everyone else started taking the piss. But
that's kind of what happens when you swear on your daughter's life that you scarred.
Yeah, that were a bit much. You wouldn't do that anyway. Even if you touched it, you still wouldn't say that. I don't get people who say that. It's like, I watch too many Jeremy Kyle episodes, so people do that all over. I think it'll be used as an excuse when he turns to shit for England in the summer and scores like 1 goal.
Oh right, yeah. Blame the FA.
Blame the FA Twitter account, sack him.
What did he even say?
They put up a video of Chris Mullen saying Harry Kane in answer to a question from an interview. And it was what's in your pocket? And then you get all these Daily Telegraph reporters going mental because Harry Kane's like best thing since sliced bread.
But that might do wonders for Chris Smalling though.
Well, yeah, he should be in the England team.
Yeah.
Well, is there a better English centre back on form wise?
Probably not on form, no.
Because Gary Cahill doesn't play hardly. John Stones is a bit shaky, doesn't seem to be playing that often.
No.
You know, it's probably one of the boys from Burnley.
Yeah.
Or Harry Maguire. Michael Keane's been a bit shaken. We've spoken about this, haven't we?
A lot of them, but none of them on a good form. Yeah, so my relegation is Sunderland staying down, going down. All the way.
All the way?
Yeah.
To play Hartlepool in the conference.
Yeah. And Swansea bouncing back if they have gone down when you're listening to this.
Yeah.
Got a film review.
Go for it.
Go watch Goodfellas. Nice, my serious Goodfellas review from last time where I didn't have any notes and I just said go watch Goodfellas. So mine, Scorsese at its finest, a film that got me into film, made me pay attention to what was going on rather than just the story. And before that I just watched shit.
Have you sold your DVDs yet?
Oh yeah, that's a good point. Just before I do this, I've got some Blu-rays for sale if anyone wants any.
Have you still got
Blade Runner
2049?
Yeah. No, just Blade Runner. The best.
Have you got
the first?
The Goodfellas DVD that you have to turn halfway?
Yeah. That's not Blu-ray though. What else have I got? I've written it down. I thought I'd written it down. But these even the right notes. Oh, here we go. Yeah, but Dark Knight Rises as well.
Yeah. The Fly.
People know about The Fly. So get at us with a Twitter handle if you want any. I'll tweet out the picture. But yeah, Goodfellas.
I was just wondering if you still had the DVD that you had to turn over, because that fascinated me when you told me about that.
Yeah, that's my Goodfellas DVD. That's part of the charm of watching it.
Does it do it exactly down the middle, or does it pick an intermission point?
I'm not sure really. It feels like the middle.
Because if it was bang on the middle,
it's 3 hours long, so an hour and a half would make sense.
For old DVDs, that makes sense. So you have to turn over, because most films are 2 hours really.
Yeah, brilliant film. In a time when sort of Oscar films weren't Oscar bait, and it should have won more Oscars to be fair, because it lost Best Picture to Dancing with Wolves.
Dances with Wolves.
Dancing with Wolves. That's what.
Dances with Wolves.
Whatever it's fucking called, nobody cares anymore.
Dancing with the Wolves.
The point is, nobody gives a shit anymore. Except who even knows what that film is? Anyway, it's probably not even about a guy who dances with wolves.
African, no, it's a metaphor, isn't it? African American.
Probably. But this film is actually about some Goodfellas.
Native American, that's it.
And it's not about pizza either, that fucks me off. You say to people, my favourite film, "Isn't that a pizza?" Cute.
And it's
You're
sequel.
clearly not going to be my friend, are you?
And it's sequel Chicago time.
That's the enemy. That's directed by Michael Mann and went head to head at the box office. That's a joke. Yeah, so I don't really need to say much. It is just an amazing film. I like biopic, and it's one of the best. I think this.
Is it a biopic or is it a biopic?
Well, it's a biopic, innit? Biographical picture. I think this and Wolf of Wall Street cements Scorsese at the top of the biopic. Because he's done others as well. He's done obviously like Raging Bull, which is a biopic.
Yeah.
Jake LaMotta. So
Biopic king, you know.
that's what I mean. Amazing soundtrack going 3 decades. So you got the 70s, 80s, and 90s in there. But yeah, an absolute milestone film with amazing performances. Joe Pesci, obviously, is known for this. And Home Alone. But
Fucking. He's superb in this.
and what I like about it is I do struggle with films and TV shows where you are essentially rooting for a bad person.
I like that.
Like we're trying to watch that Power on Netflix. I'm only a few episodes in, but it's like these guys.
Power?
It's like about drug dealing people. And it's just like these guys are dickheads. I can't get into it because I don't relate to them in any way. But in a way, mafia films, there's always something romantic about that you
Have
kind
you
of
watched
end up rooting for in the end.
Ozark.
No, I've not watched the Ozark shit. But
Well, they're all bad. Everyone's bad in that. So.
onto the sort of trivia of Goodfellas. It's based on a guy called Henry Hill who went into witness protection, which is covered at the end of the film, but now he's out of witness protection, selling his own brand of pasta sauce. Selling his own brand of pasta sauce. Because in the film, there's a lot of like food going down, because like Italian culture.
Do you reckon that's why they named the pizza Goodfellas?
Probably, yeah.
Food in there.
And a cooking tip from the film: slicing garlic soap in that'll liquefy your pan with just a little butter. It don't really work, but it is quite.
Maybe you've tried it, haven't you?
Yeah. They do it with like a little razor blade.
Is that what got you into cooking?
No.
Say it got you into film.
No, didn't get me into cooking. Got me into film, no, yeah.
Yeah, that's
Top film.
You know what got me into film?
What?
The first Batman film.
Tim Burton.
Yeah,
Nice.
one of the first
Good film.
films I've ever seen.
I'd always argue they're better Batman films than Christopher Nolan's.
I'd say they're more accurate to the original
As a
source
Batman
material.
film, the Nolan ones are better films, but as a Batman film,
Well,
I'd argue they're some of the best. In the time of fucking Avengers bullshit up your ass every 2 seconds every week because an Avengers film out.
He's right, there's literally a superhero film every 2
month
months
or whatever. Tim Burton's Batman and Batman Returns are up there. It's, for me, it's one of the best comic book films.
Batman and Robin.
Well, yeah, even that. Batman Forever's not bad. I don't think Batman Forever's bad.
Is Batman Forever with Kiss from a Rose?
Yeah. And Michael Keaton. No, not Michael Keaton. Val Kilmer.
Is that Val Kilmer?
Fat Val.
Fuck.
Yeah,
Is that Val Kilmer?
Yeah. And
I thought that was George Clooney still.
No, it was Batman and Robin. Robin.
Did he only do one then, George Clooney?
Yeah.
Fucking.
We weren't going to do another worry after that abomination.
Well, I seem to think that he didn't have a good time on set because Arnold Schwarzenegger's the first in the credits.
Right.
He's Mr. Freeze. So.
Yeah.
Is it Mr. Freeze?
Yeah.
Is that just an ice pop?
Yeah, well, I can't think of his first name. Victor Freeze in it, I think.
That's that no.
It's just ice.
Chili Freeze.
We should do a bit of a feature on that because we are just at the moment flooded with Avengers films. But
yeah,
I read the plot today and I think it's good because most of them have died in the latest one.
Well, I saw a video on YouTube. Well, I didn't watch it obviously because I'm not a big fan of all that shit. And it was who's dying in the Avengers.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, fucking.
Some of them have got to die, but there's a big.
Do they? Because they'll just come back. So it's what have they died.
And there's a thing at the end which leads on to the Captain Marvel film. So we're going to get at least 3 Captain Marvel films. It's not over yet, and it's never going to be over for them.
You know, we were talking about Star Wars.
Yeah.
This week
going on forever as well.
Well, the thing about that is they take a 10-15 year break and let kids be born and catch up, and then. A generational thing. Yeah. But whereas superhero films just seem to be February, May, September, December, February, and it's just that for.
It's just diluted now. When it first started happening, the lead up to the Avengers, I was interested, and then after watching the first Avengers film, I just kind of didn't care anymore.
Well, I watched the first Thor film and I was bored to tears, and I didn't like.
I think that's the only one I've not seen up to the first Avengers is Thor. I've seen Thor 2.
Have you even seen Thor 3? Fucking end to end.
Thor 2, yeah. That's the film where Christopher Eccleston's like said.
Christopher Eccleston
is in Thor 2. He's like, I wanted to kill myself whilst making that. It's just, and that's what I think. Like watching good actors in those sorts of films, you think, are we fucking enjoying this shit? Talking about Infinity Stones and all this bullshit.
Yeah, but they're thinking of the fucking money.
Yeah.
Thinking of the 20% profit share that Robert Downey Jr. is going to get. So,
yeah. Final word
allegedly
on all that. The Venom film does look good.
Yeah.
But babies are crying over that because it's not apparently true to the source.
Babies are crying?
Like Marvel babies.
Oh, Marvel babies. Yeah.
It's only in association with Marvel, so I don't think it ties into the Avengers.
Good.
Yeah, it is good.
Doesn't tie into the MCU.
It can be a little bit different in tone, and I think that's what they've gone for. But then people are crying because apparently the way that he becomes Venom isn't true to how it is in the original story.
It's like The Shining's good.
Yeah,
it's not
just an interpretation. You've still essentially got what it's about, just a slightly different way of how it comes about.
Yeah, it's like Christopher Nolan.
Well, exactly. Yeah, loads of people do Joker different ways. That's a good.
Have you seen that?
Full circle onto Scorsese because he's producing his own Joker film, isn't he?
And what job does the Joker have in this film?
He's a comedian. But that's true to a comic book.
Yeah, I've
one
read that.
version of the comic books because you've got a few different origin
Who's playing Joaquin Phoenix?
They said DiCaprio or Joaquin Phoenix and Todd Phillips to direct.
Fuck, I'd watch that.
Yeah,
Todd Phillips, yeah. Joaquin Phoenix, there's the Joker.
Yeah, I think they could both do a great job, him or Leonardo.
Maybe it was his performance for Inherent Vice was an audition, because I thought it was quite erratic.
Yeah, I'm still not saying that, but I do love a bit of Joaquin.
Yeah.
I still need to see the one where he's got a hammer.
There will be blood.
No, there probably is blood.
What is it called? Lynn Ramsey.
You were never really here.
Yeah.
Right,
pitch.
Have you got something to do?
I've got something to do. Right, I'll read the director, Harmony Korine.
Right.
Writer, Aaron Sorkin, for his quick-witted dialogue.
Like this already.
Yep. Here's the synopsis.
Is that part of it?
Yeah, no.
Is that the Mountain Dew making its way?
No, I've read the fifth word and it's made me comatose. The Undertaker and the Rapist from Happy Valley, James Norton.
Yeah.
He's called Mitch. Mitch from Ohio State.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's decided to live stream wrestling games in order to raise money for Mitch's mother's cancer treatment. Meanwhile, Jim Carrey tries to bang her. He's the owner of a failing rugby club who have maggots in the fried eggs. The Undertaker provides Jim Carrey with chickens and eggs, and he lives off a farm in Death Valley. Michelle McCool cameo through mockumentary interviews because she's Undertaker's wife. Tom Courtenay, he does the pub quiz down the rugby club.
Where's it set? Everywhere. Don't matter. Don't matter, does it?
There's
Harmony Korine.
There's a small pocket in California that's banging Twitch rugby.
Right.
Yeah, and it's got a lot of British migrants.
Yeah.
Place in market, quiet underdog for Oscar best film.
I don't know about that.
Do you get the Magnolia meets the theory of everything then?
Where's the theory of everything?
Undertaker helping James Norton live stream wrestling games for a charity.
Yeah, that was what theory of everything was just about. Is James Norton disabled in it?
No, his mum's got cancer.
Right.
So obviously being in America they have to raise money for the treatment.
Okay. I like the sound of it. I think it's one of these
Would
where
you watch it?
you see a trailer and then you get all the palm dart and can symbols coming up, all the palm leaves.
Golden Lion.
Yeah,
The
yeah.
Berlin Film
And then it
Festival.
just turns out to be a big pile of shite
Pile of
when you
bollocks.
actually watch it.
You can see it already on Wikipedia. The film received a 20-minute standing ovation when it comes to its cinematic release, and it takes $500,000 off $21 million.
Yeah.
Do you think that pitch was very Kafkaesque?
Felt like you were someone on Dragon's Den struggling.
Oh, Lizard's Lair.
Lizard's Lair.
Yeah.
Is that a segue onto Lizard's Lair?
No, I just-
I hope it's not Lizard's Lair this week.
Chocolate World Cup.
Yeah,
Have you got a bar?
I have.
You got a bar? Go on then.
I'm all barred up with Butterfingers
Fucking Butterfingers, man.
International again.
I can't stand
I've done a couple of British classics with Bonfire Crunch, obviously.
Fuck you, Bonfire.
So now I'm doing Butterfingers
Fuck Bonfire Crunch.
from the States.
Yeah. Well, I'm going for Crunch.
Oh,
Crunch.
that's one that's more popular in America as well, isn't it? I think.
Yeah, I fucking love them.
I think
They're not
more there's that kid selling Crunch bars.
there's not enough.
Vaccine.
There's not enough Crunch bars around in Britain.
No, they
There's
are
having-
pretty rare.
I think they're having a national shortage.
Did you get this from the petrol station when you were buying your Mountain Dew
No.
on your way back
No.
from Harrogate?
Fuck, back from hell.
How long did that take you, Harrogate to Halifax?
An hour and a half there, 2 and a bit back.
Jesus.
Yeah. And then half an hour here, so yeah, traffic. Yeah, I'm gonna go for Crunch because I think it's a very underrated and understocked bar, and it's one of
Yeah,
the
it's
best.
nice.
It's like basic chocolate. The chocolate's nice, and
Yeah.
then you get into it, and it's fucking. It's like, you know, we were talking about Maltesers. If the Maltesers in celebrations were in a bar,
Yeah.
and it was like that. This is what this is, and it's just compressed into a bar shape, and it's fucking. You also do it in white chocolate.
They do.
It's fucking
What's
beautiful.
remarkable about a Crunch is how crunchy the Rice Krispies actually stay.
Yeah,
Because if you made that at home with just like
soggy.
under the melted chocolate, would just go away surely.
So you get for mass producing bars. Maybe that's why they're in.
got some art form.
Maybe that's why there's
Some,
not enough of
chemistry
them.
there.
It's not enough of them because they
Because half of them turn out shy.
fuck them up. Yeah. You got
Half of them
60%.
become what's inside.
So this is a Nestle derby, isn't it?
Is it?
Yeah.
Butterfingers Nestle?
Yeah.
Well,
Probably.
Butterfingers, to me,
I've never had a
you can tell
Butterfinger,
it's American just by the fact it tastes like pure sugar. It's like a
like
crunchy. It's like crunchy peanut butter inside chocolate, basically. It's hard to describe. I might get some assistance on.
I've not had a
describing it.
I've never had a Butterfinger. I just.
Yeah, you need to go to like somewhere that does American sweets.
Speaking of Americans and sugar, right? I've got a bottle of Mountain Dew, and there's 66 grams in a 500ml bottle.
Yeah, Jake's about to have a heart attack.
Yeah, this is my second one because I've had a long day. I've driven 4 hours. But yeah, this is apparently watered down
Yeah,
compared to
compared
America.
to the American one. Yeah,
This must have cost me about £7 due to the sugar tax. Unreal.
the Butterfinger is a bar consisting of crispy peanut butter. Yeah, it's alright.
Oh.
That's pretty much what it is.
I can't forego anything that has peanut butter in you. You've got to put it through. I'm afraid.
Yeah.
Yeah. Even if it is American chocolate, it's not a nice peanut butter. I love
Go
peanut
through.
butter. I fucking
The
love
chocolate
peanut
is
butter.
nice on it anyway.
Is it?
Yeah.
I need to try one. I'll put Crunch in to the playoffs because
Yeah, do that. I'm happy with that.
deserves to be there. We've got 7 teams in the playoffs.
How many do we need?
Well, it's
For
just
this thing
it's
to
just in the playoffs we just pick however many we need till the. So we've
enough.
got Toffee Crisp, Lion Peanut, Crunchy, Crunch,
Yeah.
Milka Chilard, and Dairy Milk. That's going to be fucking hard to pick.
Tournament on its own, that.
Yeah, it's turning out to be one, isn't it? I've got 9 to play now.
Jesus.
Anyway, again, we are drawing it. The group stage is on the 11th of June after we decide the playoffs and the last qualifier.
Relegation zone.
Go for it.
Yeah.
Go for it.
This is when I'm sick to death of some shit and I want to get it done out of life for good. Just gone. The first one.
Would you call it room 102?
I'd call it the relegation zone, because to get relegated from everyday life.
Right, okay.
Like Swansea.
That's going to be good when this goes out and we're already mathematically safe, because I don't think we need a right lot.
Working 9 to 5.
What a way to make a living.
Yeah.
Right. Sound like Paul Gascoigne then, do you think?
You?
Yeah.
Maybe not you from Trinidad. Yeah. Do I need to
line,
explain?
isn't it? Trinidad and Newcastle.
Do I need to explain why this needs to go into the relegation zone?
Sorry, I've completely forgot what you just said.
Working
9
9
to 5, yeah.
Do I need to explain that?
No, it's like
it's not really good for anyone.
Metropolis.
Yeah, and it makes us all feel like rats in a cage.
Yep, conveyor belt.
A rat race. And most people, like I say,
Don't
want it. Because your kids are going to school, finishing at 3 o'clock. So if you've got kids, that's immediate problems if I want to work full time.
This is a problem I'm going to have in about 4 years' time.
Yeah.
But, yeah, well, it could put kids...
Everywhere should just be flexi time. Just say work. We work too much as it is. If people could do the same, people could do the same amount of work on. Most people work 37 hours a week or whatever. Full
37 and a half, isn't it?
Yeah. You could get the same shit done in 30 hours easily.
It's the productivity that's down. The productivity in Germany apparently is almost twice as much.
Yeah. Compared
to Britain. So it's not the hours. It's the people.
It's not how long you work. It's how smart.
Talking about productivity. You're constantly on Facebook to me whilst you're at work, and no doubt.
Yeah, it's called multitasking.
Is it?
Plus, I'm a social media
guru. Is that your title? Social media expert?
No, it's just one of my specialities. That place would be fucked to that, mate.
But I reckon you could do 4 hours.
Yeah, easily. Yeah. I just stretch it out because they don't let me do that.
Yeah, it's fucked.
Just do my notes for FFB instead.
But I think working in, that's like office work 9 to 5.
Yeah.
I reckon most people in office work, if they nailed down and just went full 100, I reckon they could get it done before the lunch break in some circumstances.
Well, this is the thing, like people nowadays as well are still working when they get home, so it's like
teachers,
like no, but I mean like office workers who are emailing on the phones and stuff. I get emails sent at me at like 11 o'clock at night.
Yeah, Christmas Eve.
I don't partake in that because you need to have that separation.
Yeah, what's the early for the listeners? What's the earliest or latest you ever had your boss email you?
Earliest is 6. Well, my boss isn't too bad.
I've had my manager ring me at 3:30 before.
Yeah.
In the morning, obviously. Can you come in for a 6 a.m. shift? And I'm like, I'm fucking asleep. Piss off.
Not in for another 3 days. But I guess that's your manager probably has to be always on the ball with that sort of shit.
Well, because I've never worked in an office 9 to 5 sort of situation. When I've worked, it's been customer service. So it's like some jobs it's been 6 to. The shifts would be 6 till 2 or 2 till 10, or nights, or you do any time, but you do it 8 hours. It's like if you work in a late shift. Let's say a fast food restaurant.
But another argument against it is I read a really good post on LinkedIn the other day, which could have been bullshit, but it would sound like a good idea.
LinkedIn.
And this guy was saying the only time I see my staff is a Friday lunchtime, and that's the only time I ask them to be in the office. Yeah. So he lets them. This is what I mean when people are emailing outside of work hours anyway. So if you're always working, then why do you have to be in a certain place at a certain time?
I don't get
the world we live in now, which is a mobile world. Why it don't? It's kind of old hat in it. As long as you're having that maybe meet twice a week, once a week, I think that's enough. You can catch up.
Why don't people
sort your jobs out for the week, and then you can do them in your own time when you're not looking after your kids.
Why can't you just work from home? I've never got that with office work.
There's nothing I need to be in work for, apart from talking to people. That's the only difference.
But you can
walk over to someone and talk to them. But yeah, I usually email and ring a lot of people as well.
Do you reckon it's just to get people out of the house and human interaction?
Maybe.
Because I reckon you could do your job from home.
Yeah. But most people at my work could.
Yeah.
Well, not the production people, but
like for special circumstances, like going up to Aviemore and down to Egham or Egham or whatever.
What that place.
Then you do obviously have to be there, but that's just like once, twice a year deal, isn't it? Like, I think you can, but with customer service jobs, like if you work in Starbucks, you do kind of have to be. You can't just clock out and say I've done all my work because there's customers to be serving.
But soon there'll be just robots everywhere. So
yeah, exactly. Robots who make coffee. Robots
who spiraled out of control a bit, but
this
is spiraled out of control a bit. You put it into a relegation zone.
Oh yeah. I don't think in terms of office work, but I don't think you can't really get around it with customer service.
I think flexi time works fine as a sensible alternative. Flexi
but then you've got police,
because with that you get people who are like younger people do need to sleep more in the morning than older people. As you get older, you don't tend to sleep in as much. So younger people could get out of bed later.
A lot of schools have been doing that. A lot of schools have been starting at 10.
Yeah.
So there you go. Because I think it's because most of young people stay up late.
Yeah.
I used to do that. I used to watch Raw and then go into school.
Yeah.
So I'd have like 3 hours sleep.
And shit. So that's going on to relegation zone. I think we've covered that all over. And
what about personalised number plates?
Yeah, do you want to throw them in?
Well, I was driving. I've been doing a lot of fucking driving today. I saw one with 999 and CPR and a big paramedic sticker on it.
Right.
And there was a W in there probably.
Mate's really proud of being a paramedic.
The W probably stood for wank number plate. I don't get it.
I get them when you've got the money to get the one that you wanted, but when you just kind of it's a stretch. Do you know what I mean? When you kind of like, is that or is it smells? And you just can't quite make it out unless it's yours.
Like a 7 could be an L,
or an I,
a T, or a T, and it's just fucking stupid. Like someone who shows you how opulent Harrogate is. There's a guy who played golf when I lived at the golf club, and he had a registration plate that was more expensive than my car. So
yeah, exactly. Some of them are just ridiculous.
What's the point?
Next thing, box office channels. Because it's expensive enough to pay for Sky Sports or BT Sports, and this has sort of come about because BT Sports have said they're going to do a box office, which is probably going to be for Tyson Fury when he
and UFC.
Maybe not his first fight. Oh, I fucking hope not. Maybe not his first fight, but after. But they could do. They could put UFC on the big UFC fights at least.
Let's say
box office.
If
McGregor fights again, yeah, exactly. I mean, I have BT TV, so I don't have to pay, and a lot of people get good deals for Sky, but at the end of the day...
No, you don't have to pay for it because you've got BT TV.
Yeah. But I couldn't even have Sky here because I've got BT TV. But I couldn't get Sky here either, so I can't watch Sky Sports anyway.
But Sky Sports
for
me...
It's not really fair, is it?
Sky Sports for 9 channels, or 8 channels or whatever, is cheaper than BT.
Yeah.
For 3.
Yeah, Sky Sports has more.
But you get Champions League on BT.
I do think box office is cheeky again.
Yeah. But then again,
stuff that gets put on there, you're like, what?
Amir Khan didn't get put on.
No, but he will do next time.
Oh yeah, if he's fighting Brook. Yeah, my argument was initially going to be, but then you've got to have money to make boxing a big money sport. But then again, you don't really, because you could just sell the rights at an auction like they do with the Premier League, which is why that rise has gone so far.
Yeah, exactly.
Because you've got,
and this is the problem with boxing as a whole, is that you've got all the different promoters
and all the different channels.
And I guess this is why we do it, because you can't just put it under one. Like UFC is one thing, and the BT you've got the rights for at the moment.
But surely you could. So there is ITV box office, isn't there now?
Yeah.
They've got boxing on Channel 5. I think they do it on Dave. So you've got at least 5 or 6 different providers that could battle it out for an auction.
Yeah.
So then it could be free. But it's small money, isn't it?
Well, Box Nation
Tried
to be, which is Frank Warren, which you do get with BT Sports as well. So that's kind of the same
sort of
promotion sort of thing. But yeah, it's just a mess, I think. And like you say, I think if we got it all under one company, then.
Well, it's that and wrestling. Why is that still on box office?
Yeah, I'd like to see the numbers there, because I bet not a lot of people are buying it.
Well,
because you can get the network thing, can't you?
That's £7 cheaper for a month,
and then you get loads
more
more shit with that.
You get infinite videos.
Watch.
Or 3 hours for 17 quid or something daft.
Yeah.
Don't they? Well, it's on box office. Do they still have films on box office, or is that
There's still on-demand films in it. It's like
Sky
you
Star.
just pay £2 or whatever. Sky Star, yeah.
And the adult channels, but I won't go there. Yeah, I think that. Yeah, it's in a time where sports channels are paying $5 billion for 3 years of Premier League football, then just auction it off.
Defo.
Well, I think you've got to have all of the boxing promotion.
Yeah, that's true. We've got to sort that out first, haven't we?
And
so maybe not in the relegation zone just yet.
But
I guess it's
for us, I'd put it in.
Yeah,
I just want to suggest high energy light bulbs as well.
High energy?
Low energy, sorry. Low energy light bulbs. Ed prefers the old fashioned light bulb.
Right.
You know, with the.
The what?
It's like a.
Bayonet, what's it called?
I don't know.
Screw bit. There's only 2 types.
Well, you know the
the inside bit.
The energy saving.
The filament.
Yeah, no, not the filament. It's shaped like a proper bulb. He likes them. He doesn't like.
Oh, like the proper round bulbs.
Yeah, the ones where they turn it on and
like almost
it's like
cartoon style.
It's like being in a near the sun.
What about these lights?
Yeah, it's pretty fucking.
Pretty
like
intense. You look like you're under investigation.
It does. Yeah, whenever I hold him up to the lights, whether they're on or off, he loves them. Loves the shape, like twanging them with his arms.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
Not dangerous at all, but you know.
Low energy. Well, they're never on. Low energy, they take too long to heat up.
Yeah. I bet you'll only be able to buy low energy light bulbs soon.
Yeah, good. That's a good thing. That was just being sarcastic just then.
Alright, okay.
This is called the Cheese Toasty Meltdown. So, lightly grill 4 slices of bread only on one side.
Right.
Toss enough grated mozzarella on each slice of bread to keep a farming profit. Get it to about 73-74% melted. Then lob some cheap processed slices of Dairy Lee.
Slices Dairy Lee?
Slices of... Have you seen them?
No.
Ooh. Like if you go to
Sounds good.
Slices of processed cheese are usually like a dark yellow, like these are like light yellow.
Right.
Lovely. But yeah, any sliced cheese will do. I give Ed Tesco sliced cheese in his sandwiches. More melting. Make them into 2 sandwiches. So you've got sandwich melted cheese, sandwich of melted cheese. Chuck more cheap slices of cheese and mozzarella on top of both sandwiches.
Right.
Melt them and then just close them up like a book.
Yeah.
Cut down the middle.
Nice.
Stack them.
Is it still just bread on the outside now?
Yeah, because you've got a fluffy top and a toasted melt in the middle.
I like that.
Yeah.
Textures.
Yeah, it's something else. Don't mushrooms.
No.
Fuck mushrooms.
Be nice with a bit of barbecue sauce.
Yeah, you got to finish it with a dribble of barbecue sauce and a dip. Yeah.
Dribble and a dip.
I did have this. Again.
Yeah. I like it.
I only describe dishes that I make. I've done a fuck milkshake before back in school.
No, that's good. Yeah, I like the sound of that.
Yeah, cheese and barbecue sauce.
Yeah.
That's the way to go.
We should do that when we do as a little Mayday sesh and come back and make some meltdowns.
Meltdowns and end up melting the house down.
Yeah, Jesus, maybe not.
Challenge AJ, Brexit or EU?
Brexit. Just let's get it done with.
Brexit.
Fucking sick of it all.
Well, it's got to be finished by March. So
Yeah, get my blue passport.
James Dyson,
Brexit.
EU. He's a poser.
Alright.
CJ Demouy, the
Brexit.
forgotten man. Brexit. Yeah, don't want to be back in Holland, does he?
It's a connection, isn't it? It's cut off.
Yeah.
He's probably under EU investigation.
Yeah,
If we're not in the
exactly.
EU.
And-
Doesn't fucking mean up, does it? Murderer.
Mark Noble.
EU.
Do you reckon?
Yeah.
Brexit.
Ah.
2 out of 3, which isn't bad. And we've got some pronunciations for you. This is an Icelandic team, famous for the celebrations.
Starnan.
Starman.
Stjarnan.
Almost.
So what's silent in there? The J or the
I'll
J wants
I'll
silent.
ask Tim later, next week.
Jodalen. Jomdalen.
John Dallin.
Yeah.
Joe Dallin.
Stop talking about American things.
So, yeah, we've discovered, Tim's discovered, he tells me, as you probably heard on the end of that, his wife, what's his wife's name? Lisa.
Yeah.
Her new man is American.
Right.
So he's got a job, flown in from California, he's had some exec producing roles, that's why he's second AD on the Teletubbies.
Right.
So he had a bit of a Barney.
Alright.
You know, he's a bit down in the dumps now, so he hasn't messaged me anymore. Baby songs yet, so I'll have to wait for next week.
Fair enough.
Baby songs. Let's do some baby songs. This is a hit. Do you reckon that is?
I have no idea.
Early 90s, late 80s.
Right.
Yeah. I'm not giving you any more clues because I'll give it away.
Oh,
Sugar.
so what popped into head then?
Go on. Do you want to hear
Is
it
it
again?
Blue Monday by New Order?
No.
Ah, shit, I thought I had it then. Am I along the right lines?
Yeah, this is how it should have sounded.
Ah, yeah. Yeah, it should have sounded like that. Sounded more like New Order.
Did it?
Yeah.
Should have said New Order then. And what is the song?
I Want to Be a Door.
The best opening to a song of all time, I'd say.
Yeah?
Yeah.
I reckon.
So, you got...
I did a shit. I did shit even.
3 out of 6. Conspiracy.
Yeah.
It's come quicker, isn't it?
Has it?
Yeah. Go on.
Um,
Who's dead? Who's alive?
no, he's alive.
Pete Burns.
Elvis.
Fucking Elvis, man.
Elvis is alive.
No, he ain't.
Apparently, according to this conspiracy, he is.
Right, when was this conspiracy developed?
I don't know, calm down, let me at least state the case, Jesus. Alright,
I
so,
don't believe it.
musical legend Elvis Presley allegedly died on the 16th of August 1977.
Yeah.
This latest conspiracy theory, if it is to believe, the King of Rock and Roll faked his own death and now works as a groundsman in Graceland. So,
Oh yeah, living in plain sight.
This is- well,
Plain
yeah.
sight.
makes sense. This came about because grainy footage of a bearded man was posted on YouTube by an account called The Shadow, who claimed the figure in the video is an 81-year-old Elvis Presley. So the caption of the video, which has been viewed nearly 700,000 times, says, "He raises 2 fingers to the top of his head as proof of a life signal. In Chaldean numerology, the numerical value of V is 9.
What, and Elvis would know this?
Yeah.
How?
He told us he is alive with the simple V sign. Number 9, I'm alive. He has given us a clue that he knows we're all watching him, and to his most loyal fans that he is indeed still with us. So whilst most claim this is idiotic, and Elvis should be left to rest in peace, the belief of the king is still alive is unlikely to fade away. Let's watch that video.
Is it a V?
Well, you're about to watch a video.
Show me, because he could just mean peace.
So he is walking towards the camera.
That
Are you ready for the sign?
Not look like Elvis. Possible Elvis sighting on Graceland.
Does from the side a little bit, I think.
5th of May 2016. 1.3 million hits. So he's there with his little baggy polo shirt. He's lost quite a lot of weight, I need to say.
Well, groundsman, isn't he? So he's out and about all the time.
No more cheeseburgers for him. He used to eat cheeseburgers by the bucket, didn't he? So
well, that's what they said, didn't they?
That's what caused his fake death, didn't it?
Who couldn't? Though?
So where's this?
Where's the sign?
Is there a camera there, or is it just CCTV? Where's the V sign? You're making this up, man.
It might be in this one. This Shadow's put a lot of videos on. This one's different. Look, he's in a red t-shirt.
Sick.
We'll put this video up on YouTube as well.
Will we?
Yeah.
1st of June 2016.
He's got this string again. What? I don't know what they're doing with this string.
To say he's a groundskeeper, the grass looks shite. It's all patchy.
Ian is Elvis. He don't know about grass.
Why become a groundskeeper for 40 years then? Why does he keep bumbling around here, walking towards the CCTV?
He's done it, look. Oh, that was a bit shady, that.
That wasn't shady.
That was shady. Why did he do that?
Fuck off to the CCTV.
No, I could see CCTV's in front of him. Why did he do that?
Probably because he's...
That was secret signal.
I was thinking, why am I looking after some dead guy's lawn?
He's not posing for a picture, because that's what I thought when I read that. I thought someone's taking a video of him and he's doing a little peace symbol in the picture or in the video. I'm too keen
on this weird little
soundtrack. But
does he come back
in this clip? He's got no reason to do that hand gesture. That's all I'll say.
He looked.
Whoa! What's it say on the back of his shirt? Elvis Week.
Elvis Week. He's at Graceland. He's gonna be some Elvis paraphernalia.
Yeah, but on his back.
Right. So he does V for victory. Is how best to
who
describe
told? No one else is there. Just this.
How do you know it's off camera?
He's not looked at the guy. A no look V to some guy who may or may
that
not
guy's
be
filming
there.
the CCTV monitor, so that guy's not just randomly out there with his phone. So some guy's obviously just come out a shot and he's just flicked the V's up at him, which is sort of like...
Yeah, but you haven't seen that guy. Let's go back to that bit, because he doesn't see anyone to his left. He just does it randomly.
Does he?
Yeah.
How do you know? He might...
Because we saw him do it. No look to the left. What's that for? Why does he do that?
Why does he do that? Why does he flick the V's up? I don't fucking know. I'm not going through his mind.
But you know what the funniest part is? He looks fucking nothing like Elvis.
No, this guy's got a pot belly, so is that different to the Elvis guy we've seen before?
Yeah, but his body changes. It's like
2 years. He's getting 5
2
stones.
years? What? This is 2016 and he died in 77.
No, but that was 2014. But he was massive when he died. Because he died of a...
You do kind of lose... You can lose weight as you get older because of complications.
Yeah, but he died because he ate too much.
Yeah.
So...
Maybe he didn't, and he just...
What reason would he have to fake his death?
Just sick of it all.
Sick of it all.
Because if he was still alive now, we would still be getting asked to do stuff, wouldn't he? He'd still have obligations. Sometimes you just want to escape from all your responsibilities.
You don't... Does Kirk Douglas have any obligations?
Yeah.
Does he?
Yeah.
Like what? When was the last time you saw Kirk Douglas?
I bet he's still doing shit.
He's like 96.
Yeah, but Elvis, would he be that old? He'd be more...
You said he was 81.
Who else was around when he was around?
Chuck Berry.
Yeah, he would be quite old.
He would be in his 80s, 90s.
Yeah.
But I don't think he's got much of a reason to live. Or fake he's on death, rather.
I think anyone in that position has a reason to fake their own death.
Not because they're sick of it all. But he lives on a giant plot of land where he can just shut them all out.
Yeah, but you can't because they're always there. They'll always be at
Well,
your gates
obviously,
when you
this
drive
fucking
out.
this little creep with V's.
It's different knowing. It's different being alive if people think you're dead, innit? Rather than being alive and people knowing you're alive.
Well, yeah. I just think it's bollocks. Like with most of these.
He'd be 81, so he'd be 81 in that video. He'd be 83 now.
Right, so
It's not too
even
old.
if he
He'd be getting
survived
wheeled out at like the Oscars and shit, probably presenting awards.
as a musician,
Just as a guy. He was in films as well, wasn't he? So
was it? Yeah, but he wasn't doing any music in the 70s, was he? Late 70s. Did most of the music in the 50s and 60s.
Yeah.
Went to war.
He did a few gigs when he was at his worst.
Yeah. When he was at his rotundist.
Yeah.
That's not word.
Sweating away.
Then,
Still trying to do his little kung fu kicks on
yeah.
stage.
He just plops out a little jobby in his pants. That's why he died, didn't it? Did he actually die on the toilet?
Well, that's...
Or did he fake his death on the toilet? Rather.
But
What's
here's
your
the
conspiracy
thing, right?
rating for this?
Say he had a heart attack. He
He
goes
did
to
have a heart
hospital. Well, yeah.
Oh, that's Elvis shit.
Yeah, right. Everyone thinks he's dead. Then he comes back alive.
How did he get out of the
And
hospital?
it says, "Doctor, don't fucking tell anyone that I'm alive, right?
How's he doing this if he's
Keep
just
it
a heart
quiet.
attack?
We'll sort it out, and then I'll just live on
Right.
Graceland Cemetery."
So you think he's had the heart attack, but he survived the heart attack? How's he telling people as it happened? Don't
Yeah.
tell anyone I'm alive.
No, afterwards when he comes back around, but everyone thinks he's dead.
But not just one person. How is he wheeling
That's
out?
his chance right there, because it would be hard to fake it, but that's his chance. It's like, right, hang on a second, I'm here alive, everyone else thinks I'm dead.
Right.
That's fucking brilliant, because I don't have to do
When
any shit
some-
anymore.
When someone
I can
dies,
just chill out for 50 years.
you
or
need
whatever.
more than one doctor around, sort of to cover.
Were you a medical profession?
No, I've seen it.
Yeah.
Yeah, you need more than one doctor to vouch for you.
Yeah, but we don't know where it was, do we?
I don't.
You could fake your own death.
Probably Memphis.
Someone as powerful as Elvis could.
Could they?
Yeah, probably.
Very distinctive look, but then again, you get your head
Do
shaved.
you think there's any deaths that have been faked? Do you think Bin Laden could be alive?
Canoe boy. Was Bin Laden ever alive?
Oh.
It's
Next
just a
week.
CIA. Yeah, fuck that. I've sown the seeds on it. He could have just been a CIA.
Saddam. Do we know if he actually hung him or not?
I've seen the video, but
Yeah.
that's unfalsifiable because he's got so many lookalikes.
Yeah, exactly.
Or had so many lookalikes, rather. Dragging me into this. You know the royal baby been born?
Yeah.
I think that's a phantom birth. Designed to distract us and the media from the
So you
continued...
don't think this baby exists?
No,
Oh, it was from someone else, maybe.
Well, have you ever seen the film American Sniper?
No.
Bradley Cooper got away with using a doll
Right.
in...
But how long can you do that?
You just... I don't know. This is going to be really bad if it dies in the intervening 3 weeks, isn't it? Yeah. I'll edit it out if anything happens. But it's a tool designed to distract us from the continued bombing of Syria and the Windrush generation scandal.
When this goes out though, news has been pretty good, to be fair.
Has it?
Yeah.
Fuck off.
You're not seeing...
We're kicking out
Kim
Jamaicans.
Oh yeah,
threatening to kick out.
we're dickheads, right? Forget we're the worst at the moment, because even North Korea are better than us right now.
Well, they don't have
How-
cannibalism.
It was actually cute when Kim held the other guys, and pulled him over to North Korea, said, hey, go on,
Some
mate.
of this stuff
my
gonna
land
sound
is your land.
pretty bad in 3 weeks' time, I think.
Yeah, but
'Cause
I
he
just
could-
think it shows how we don't know what's fucking going on, and nobody does.
Imagine, right? He launches an
They're having a
attack
right laugh.
in South Korea in the next 2 weeks, and
Yeah.
we're say, you're there calling Kim Jong-un cute.
Yeah, well, it was masterstroke if he does it, but...
But then Donald Trump still called him a dwarf, so they're going to go to war.
No, they're going to be safe as well.
Are they?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think they've got a lot in common.
Well, he's got dwarf hands on him, so.
Yeah, exactly.
Trivia. Since the 1992 inception of the Premier League, which team has the best final day record. Obviously, the final day is this Sunday. Which team has the Premier League's best final day record? A minimum of 5 seasons.
So what does this mean? Who's got the most points on the last day?
The best win record.
That's a very good question.
This is... I've got a top 3 for you.
Because a lot of the big teams, if we're out of the title race, don't really give a shit. Field some youngsters.
Yeah.
So I'm going to go with Everton.
Everton.
Yeah.
They've got a 41.7% win record
That's not bad.
and are not in the top 3 or 5.
Liverpool.
Liverpool got 50% record, 12 wins from 24.
Arsenal.
Arsenal, yeah. They've won 2/3 of their games, 16 out of 24.
Liverpool
Plus,
and go on.
Man United won 15 out of 24.
Yeah.
Chelsea won 14 out of 24. Out of the other title winners, Man City 42% win rate, Blackburn 35% win rate, Leicester 30%, and honourable mention, Sunderland have won 1 final day game in 16, 3-0 against West Ham in 2011.
Yeah.
So, if you're thinking about putting a bet on, put Arsenal on to beat Huddersfield,
Well, there you go.
even though I think we'll lose.
Wenger's last game. I think he's going to lose.
Or is it his last game?
Oh,
Oh, well,
Europa League.
if we'd have recorded this next week, they'll have been out, won't they? So it will
Yeah,
be his last
that's
game.
out.
Drew 1-1 last night. So, yeah,
Last night, the 26th of April. Just to clarify.
And this is going out when? 7th of May?
Is it? I don't know.
knows, man, I don't know.
Yellow
7th of
boss.
May. So,
Alright.
yeah.
Yeah.
Kiss, kiss, bang, bang.